All right, y'all. So California is falling apart. They got water shortages, homelessness, and crumbling and fracture. And instead of fixing it, Gavin Newsom is trying to pick a fight with not only Greg Abbott, y'all, but Donald Trump over congressional map. But here's the thing. The problem is he is outgunned, outmaneuvered, y'all. And even his own voters are saying enough and turning on him. Y'all, this war just got nuclear. For those who don't know, Gavin Newsom has been taking to X and just cry baby and cry baby, cry, 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 cry. And he's talking about he is going to, switch the maps and all of the above because he's trying to get, once again, these Democrats, they do that. They're trying to get ahead of the midterm so that they can outnumber the Republicans. Y'all see they fled from Texas and all of the above, and just a lot of chaos is going on. And then they want to flip the script and try to say Trump is trying to win midterms and this, that, and the other and all. Well, not actually Trump winning, but, trying to take the midterms and all of the above. Just all this nonsense. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all, we're going to get into the first clip of today. And it is coming straight from Wall Street Apes. California residents had enough of Gavin Newsom. Let's dive into the first clip, y'all. And we're going to chop it up in the comment section like we always do. Because, of course, I want to talk to y'all and I want to know your thoughts. Let's dive into the first clip, y'all. Let's go.
Cannot understand how this man fucking yaps all day long about Trump when California is fucking destroyed. Brother, you know that in the San Fernando Valley, they have no fucking water? One of the main water lines broke. This is the second time it's happened. They have to boil their water, people, in LA. Why are you talking about Trump, you fucking crazy? Why don't you talk about California? It's horrible right now. I fucking live here. Newsom and Bass are so fucking insufferable. Like, she's literally walking around looking at all the homeless and she's like, oh my God, this is horrible. They can't be living like this.
Right.
Hey, lady, this has been going on for a fucking while. Is this your first time walking around LA? No, who needs to tell Newsom this? Or he needs to get home from the fucking Pink Laundry or wherever that fucking restaurant he goes to. California's in shambles. Stop talking out of your ass about Trump. And start doing something about California.
So there you have it, y'all. He's so busy about other things other than running his state. It is in shambles, y'all. Water pipes busting. And Newsom, he obsessed with Trump and wanting to write letters. He's worried about the wrong thing. And she's not lying about Karen Bass walking around with these fake commercial type videos and going into the communities and stuff. Like, all of a sudden she's trying to make change. And these things have been taking place for years. Midterms right around the corner. Why not? Don't let these folks fool y'all. Homelessness is so bad, y'all. Official act shocks. And it's a new problem. It's just and they sit in here worried about the wrong thing. They don't give a dang about these people. They care about winning so they can continue to have the little power that they have. Just keep that in mind. So y'all, we finna dive into the next clip of the day, and this is coming straight from Guther Eagleman on X. These folks are not backing down. Greg Abbott, shout out to him, because he's just like, you know what? Everybody's just like, you're talking out the side of your neck. Let's just see what it is that you're trying to do so that once again, you can sit here and look stupid. Another L. With that being said, y'all, Greg Abbott is not backing down. He said what he said. Let's dive into this clip.
Illinois, they might as well start voting in Illinois.
Well, let me ask you just this final question, sir, as a bigger picture item, which is, what's unusual about this is that you're attempting to do it in 2025 as opposed to waiting till the end of the decade, as normally is when the redistricting takes place. You've explained the Supreme Court decision that led you to do this. But what's going on, obviously, is not happening in Texas. It's not happening in a vacuum. We have Democrats in California and New York and other states saying, well, if Governor Abbott does this in Texas, we're going to add 5 Democratic seats. are you not worried at all about a redistricting, gerrymandering arms race going on? And theoretically, is it not just better for voters to be picking their politicians instead of politicians to be picking their voters through gerrymandering?
Right.
Well, to be clear, listen, all those big blue states, they've already gerrymandered. Look at the map of Illinois. Look at the map of California, New York, and Massachusetts, and so many other blue states. They gerrymandered a long time ago. They got nothing left with regard to what they can do. And know this, if California tries to gerrymander 5 more districts, listen, Texas has the ability to eliminate 10 Democrats in our state. We can play that game more than they can because they have fewer Republican districts in their states.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott, don't be a stranger. Thanks for popping by. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
And thank you, Greg. Oh my God, y'all. It's the day that I just found out what gerrymandering is. Don't judge me. So you mean to tell me that they pretty much pick the voters? So you pretty much stealing the rights from the voters. And no wonder like a lot of these states and things win because they're literally bootlegging. They taking, oh, okay, it makes a lot of sense now. That's why California like, oh, hell no, we're not standing for this. You actually taking the rights from your own people. And in these states, like they stated, are already gerrymandered. So what the hell are you trying to do? Y'all, knowledge is key. It's all right. You never get too old to learn something, y'all. I just learned something new. Don't judge me. Let's get on into it. The next clip. Shout out to Greg Abbott, though. Y'all keep y'all foots on they necks. All right, let's get into the next one, y'all. And this is coming straight from Bubble Bath Girl on X, if y'all would like to follow her. Gavin Newsom has a meltdown and says Trump needs to tell Texas Governor Greg about to pretty much to fall back, which is not happening. Let's go ahead and get into this clip, y'all.
Hey, President Trump, it's time to stand down. Time to make another phone call to Greg Abbott. This time, instead of calling him and telling him you're quote unquote entitled to 5 congressional seats, it's time to tell him to stand down. It's time to recognize that democracy is at risk. It's time to, dare I say, do the right thing. Actually, see how that feels for you, doing the right thing. If you don't, California will neutralize anything you do in the state of Texas. California will continue to punch above its weight. We believe in democracy. We believe in the enduring values of our founding fathers. 249 years. We're not going to sit back passively. We're not going to sit back.
They will be upset about y'all and what y'all doing today. Why are you sitting here trying to use these fathers in here? Hell no.
Watch you light democracy on fire. We will fight fire with fire.
Okay.
Hey, President Trump, it's time to...
We know you gonna fight fire with fire. You the whole one let your whole state burn down and stuff and making profit off of it. So we know you gonna fight fire with fire. If we finna be real. You better miss me with all of that. Y'all, what y'all heard right now is a man panicking. He's panicking because Newsom is pretty much... Him messaging Trump just proves that he is losing control. Okay? We're gonna keep this thing moving. Fight fire with fire. Your whole state burning down and you propping it off of it. Shut up. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into another one. This is coming straight from Newsom on his page. If y'all want to follow this old crybaby, help yourself. So with that being said, y'all, he wrote a letter to Trump telling him to pretty much stand down, all of the above, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And Trump, you know, he responded back to it. And so we about to get what Trump's saying. So I'm not going to read all of it. Just, dear Mr. President, I'm writing to ask you to call on the governor of Texas and the other red states who are acting on your request to draw the new congressional maps on through unprecedented mid-decade hyper-partisan gerrymander to rig the upcoming midterm elections to stop those efforts. So boom, boom, boom. He's talking about all that. And your boy Trump, coming straight from Wall Street Apes on X, if y'all don't want to follow this person, Gavin Newsom sends letter to President Trump threatening to call him off or whatever. Boom. Let's hear what Trump has to say. Let's hear what the president has to say, y'all. Let's get into it.
Their neighborhoods was incredible. And you know what? I watch people on television. They want to go. They want to leave. They've lost their spirit. They've lost their heart because the mayor's incompetent. And Gavin Newsom is incompetent. He's got a good line of bullshit, but that's about it. He's incompetent. And you have Los Angeles is, you know, it's amazing. You know, I called, the first thing I did, I got the Olympics to go there. I was the one that got it. And by a rare thing that happened, I'll be the president. I was very upset because I got the Olympics there, and I said I won't be president when it comes. But bad things happened, and illegal things happened, really illegal things happened. Now it turns out one good thing was I'm going to be the president for the Olympics for 2050, for 250, which is going to be fantastic, and also for the World Cup. So we have a lot of good things, and I hope 250 is going to be the 250th anniversary is going to be for that neighborhood.
So the funny thing about it, y'all, is Trump did take the over the Olympics. Like, we ain't finna let this man, because we don't want to see no more what we just seen these past Olympics, y'all. That was wild. Okay, bring back the normal Olympics where the families and children can actually watch without covering their children's eye, because what a disgrace this past Olympics that we watched. Okay. Anywho, y'all, Trump is framing Newsom. All talk. Because that's pretty much what he is. And I hate the way he talks, too, because it sounds like he always needs some water. Dry throat talking man. Rising crime, homelessness, the burning states, profiting off these folks' money, trying to actually steal his own voters' votes. A hot mess. And then trying to run president, and then trying to run for president in 2028, giving you the key to this country. Yeah, freaking right. Let's keep this thing going, y'all, because we can't make this up. Here we have another member of California who is like, we the people don't stand for this ish. This man that he talking is just talking out the side of his neck. Coming straight from Wall Street. Apes on X, y'all. Let's dive into the clip. Let's go.
Did you know that there are 22 states in the United States of America that have less than 3 million people in population total? Did you also know that in the state of California, there are 2.7 million illegal immigrants? Ooh. Are you awake yet? That means congressionally and electoral college-wise, California, their illegals have as much say as 22 other states.
I bet.
Are you awake yet? Did you know that there are
y'all
22?
Makes sense why Trump wants to redo it and not have the illegal immigrants, illegals actually be a part of that, because then that's going to really change how many voters these folks really have. That's the reason why they gunning so hard and taking up for these illegals and stuff like this. They're not supposed to be here, because there are their fair chance of pretty much winning. But if Trump turns around and does the census counts to all residents and leaving non-citizens that are not, part of this or part of California, all that, extra seats will be available. This is why they gunning so hard to try to stop and or trying to, jump the guns already to try to get a head start or whatever, because they already know that they once again about to take a L. Seriously. Illegal immigrants literally are shifting political power in Congress. This is wild. 2.7 million illegals. Let that sit in. Let that sit in. Let's keep this thing going. We can't make this stuff up, man. This is crazy. All right, y'all. So like I said, Trump clapped back. He said what he had to say. Well, my girl, Carolyn too, she stand with Trump and she say what she say. And they pretty much stating like, y'all, they are not falling back on Gavin Newsom. So he can continue to keep this rant that he got going on. They don't care. He's saying fight fire with fire. They're going to fight fire with fire, but even harder. So with that being said, y'all, this brings us to the last clip. Let's go ahead and get it, coming straight from Wall Street 8 on X if y'all want to follow this person again. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Let's chop it up in the comment section because I want to know your thoughts. Let's go.
Bring it on, Gavin. This administration is well within its legal right to do this, and we want to ensure that our colleges and our universities are respecting the First Amendment rights and the religious liberties of students on their campuses, and UCLA has failed to do that. And I have a whole list of examples that I will forward to Gavin Newsom's press office if he hasn't seen them himself.